Good morning, student. Welcome you all. Dear children, we are discussing about the chapter air and water. And in previous class, already we have learned about the topics air, that air is the mixture of gases, and we have already learned about the properties of the air and the uses of the air, and also discussed about the air pollution. So, dear children, today come back to the topics water. Water is the liquid, all are using the water, we all are drinking the water, for the cooking also we are using the water, for the washing also we are using the water, for the making of the building also we are using the water. So, in our everyday life, there are variety of the uses of water and which is very essential for our all living organisms. Which is essential? The water, the liquid is most essential for all the living organisms. So, dear children, the formula of water is H2O, H for hydrogen, O for oxygen. This is the two gases. Here, two atom of hydrogen mixed with one atom of the oxygen. Look here, this is the one atom of the oxygen and this is the hydrogen atom and this is the hydrogen atom. So, H2, two atom of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combiningly mixed to form the water molecule, that is the H2O. So, dear children, so what do you mean by atom? I have already told hydrogen atom and oxygen atom, two atom of hydrogen plus one atom of oxygen combiningly mixed to form the water molecule. So, atom means the smallest particle of an element is known as your atom, smallest particle. Every object, every element has the smallest particles. So, the smallest particles of the element is known as your atom. So, here the water is the molecule, two atom of hydrogen plus one atom of oxygen mixed to form the water molecule. So, here hydrogen atom and the oxygen atom to mix to form the water molecule. So, dear children, everyday life without the water we cannot survive. Within a day also we cannot survive, we cannot think our life without the water. So, our human body, our total body is made up of 70% of the water. How much percent? 70% of the water. 70% of the water is made up of by our human body. Then it is essential for the various life processes. Now you all are breathing and we all are breathe in and breathe out. Every day the nutrition process is going on in our body. We all are eating the food materials and the food materials is passing through the food pipe to the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. In this way, every day we all are eating the food atom and that food atom is breakdown, that is the nutrition process. So, for the nutrition process, each also water is essential. For the excretion also the water is essential. Like this, for the various life process, this water is essential. And water is made up of two atom of hydrogen and one atom of the oxygen. So, come back to the topics properties of the water. What are the different properties of the water? Water is the colorless. We cannot define the color of the water. It is tasteless. When we want to taste, it is the tasteless, and also it is odorless, colorless, tasteless and odorless. This is the one of the properties of the water. Second one, it freezes. It freezes at 0 degree centigrade and boils at 100 degree Celsius. 100 degree Celsius. When we want to boil the water, when the temperature will be reached up to 100 degree, at the time the water starts to boil and it starts to freeze at about 0 degree Celsius. We all are getting the ice also, ice cream. The water when we will keep in the fridge, at about 0 degree centigrade it starts to form the solid form, but water is the liquid form. Then universal solvent, the water is also known as your universal solvent. Universal means worldwide. It is known as your universal solvent because most of the substances are dissolved, mixed within the water, like the salt, then sugar, mud, fine mud. In this way, most of the substances throughout our world, the water can dissolve, the water can mixed within them. That's why the water is known as your universal solvent. We all are drinking the water, but we are preferring the clean and neat water. Clean and neat water. Are you preferring to drink the muddy water? Obviously the answer will be no. So, not at all time the water is not good or the water is not purified. That's why it may be some impurities. It may be some impurities. If the water is getting dirty, it may be mixed with the other impurities. It may be mixed with the different unwanted particles within the water. That's why we are not drinking that type of water. So, the impurities can be divided into two types. One is the soluble impurities and second one is your insoluble impurities. What are the soluble impurities? Soluble means which can mixed, which can dissolve inside the water. What are the different substances which can be dissolved, which can mixed within the water, like the sugar, salt, minerals. Yes or no? Like the salt, minerals. These are the substances which can mixed within the water. But insoluble means which are not soluble, which are not dissolved, which are not mixed within the water. What are those? Sand, then mud, then stone particles. These are not mixed within the water. That's why that are categorized on the group of the insoluble impurities. Thank you.